For those of you I've not met before, my name is Christy Roberts, and 17 days ago, my son Aaron tragically died in a car accident. He was just 18 years old. You know, this is every parent's nightmare, and I didn't even get to say goodbye. I'll never ever see him again. I'll never hug him again. He's gone. And so many of the things that I would normally have done to relieve my grief and deal with my grief are just not available to me currently because of these COVID-19 restrictions. But there is something that I can do. I can share my knowledge and I can share my experiences of grief, you know, as a way to help other people who are processing their own grief right now. You know, I know there are so many of us that are affected by Aaron's death, and there are so many of us that are hurting terribly right now. So I've tagged a number of you in this post, and I've written some notes so I can help share some of my knowledge in this space. You know, I encourage you all, especially Aaron's young friends, to be there for one another, to let people know if you're struggling. Or if you need support. And if you don't know who to talk to, just contact a doctor. Contact a doctor. You don't even have to know them. They'll guide you. So grief is really, it's not something we know much about until you're thrown into it. And I think the interesting thing is, you know, we're all unique, so we all grieve differently. And there is no right or wrong way to grieve. Some of us get very teary all the time, and this is actually a very healthy way to express grief. Some of us get angry, some of us withdraw. But the thing here is to check, are we actually still being functional? Because if we're not being functional, then that's cause for concern, and that's when you need to get additional support. You know, the human body, it's a phenomenal thing. And so for me, my survival instincts kicked in, and I'm kind of just in this shock, numbness. Like, I mean, the reality hasn't even come close to hitting me yet. And my emotions are just swinging like a pendulum. So mostly I'm okay. You know, I am a strong person, and my coaching experience really helps me because I understand how to process a lot of things. But then, you know, then I'm just crying, and you know, and then I feel normal again, and this is all just part of it. So I realize over time that the numbness will wear off, and the true reality of future without Aaron will sink in. But for me, much like for Aaron, you know, I find meaning and I find purpose in helping other people. So I'm committed to learning as much as I can about, you know, processing this grief and being kind to myself. And, you know, and for time to time I'll share videos if I find something's useful or I feel something's useful on this Creating Change page. So keep your eye out on the page. I really encourage people to comment below how you're feeling, because we need to be virtual in this time, in this space, and, you know, we are in this together. So let's help each other. Let's take comfort in the fact that we're not alone in this. And the best gift that I can share that we can give a grieving person is just to hold space for them. Whatever they're feeling in the moment, just let them feel that. We're not there to fix. Don't be there to offer suggestions. Don't tell them time will heal. You know, it totally sucks what's going on, and just know that we can all be there for each other. So it's important we don't suppress emotions. We need to find healthy ways to express them, and I've got some ideas here. So know that feelings are fleeting in nature, and if you allow yourself to feel and express whatever it is you're feeling that comes up, it then moves on. But if you suppress those feelings, they do turn into moods, and it's moods that can lead to depression and anxiety and other things. And I just know with all my heart that Aaron would not want this for any of us. So if you feel sad and you want to cry, imagine crying is an Olympic sport and you're going for gold. Like, cry with all your heart. If you feel angry, process your anger, deal with your anger, don't let it escalate. Get a punching bag, punch it out, take a walk, jog. Rigorous exercise is really useful. Simple breathing techniques, journaling can be a really great way to express anger. Meditate. And if you feel happy, be bloody happy, like ridiculously happy. Laugh it out, joyous, like we all deserve to be happy. Laugh, have fun. So a healthy part of processing grief is to understand that our emotions will swing like a pendulum. I know mine most definitely are, and I'm assuming most of yours are too. Every day is going to be different, and just be okay with that. So I trust this is useful. I encourage you, if you're a friend of someone that I've tagged, to reach out to them. Not just now, but in 6 months' time when this shock wears off. 3 months' time, you know. Just be there for each other, you know, take care. And if you're not sure, think to yourself, what would Aaron do? Or what would Aaron want us to do? And let his awesome example guide us. Thank you.